What meaning do the readers find from this great scene in the middle of your book? How do people understand the scene? The moment when the cows run away, when they commit suicide, and the men are watching it and they don't know what to say about it. So this is what I would like to ask you about. What is the impact that your readers report from this scene? Would anybody else ask a comment or a follow-up question? So I see somebody here who has raised her hands. Yes.
Hi, this is Nini from Kashkaish, and this is the second time I'm attending your brilliant sessions where we get to see the translator and the author, and it's such a privilege. Thank you so much for writing this book, first of all, Anna and Zoe, for translating it. Um, I'd like to respond to the question, how do we see that scene? But then later, not now, whenever there's time, I have a question for each of you, which is burning. So the way I interpret it is, of course, I'm coming from a very specific point of view. Over the past, the violence in the world. And the genocide in the last 7 months. So I can't see anything without that lens. Okay. That is the lens that I now see everything through. And sometimes readers and literature teachers will, look at meaning which the author absolutely didn't even intend, and there's a whole meme about that, about how literature teachers will talk about a blue door and they ask the author, and the author was like, yeah, it could have been pink, I don't care, blue didn't mean. So there's that joke. But for me, I thought about the violence that's going on right now, and how if cattle and men, there's a little, where is the difference between the sea and the night? That difference has been taken away. So the difference between the ruminants, between the animals and the people have been taken away. And there are a few lovely sentences where it's flipped around as well, that identity. And so it reminds me of people who prefer to just go to their death, go to their death, but of their free will, rather than being led to their death. I see some of our members from our Portuguese literature and English book club nodding their heads. And so for me, you could have chosen cattle of any two countries. I don't know, India and Pakistan or something. I don't know, two enemy countries. But the fact that you chose Lebanese and Israeli cows, I thought that it wasn't too far of a stretch for me to think of this violence in light of the ongoing violence, even though it was written way before. But then again, this violence has been going on since 1948. So it wasn't last year that it started. So there is that.